Right, so here we are back again. Like I said to you, I'm trying to move through them quickly. You can always stop the video and see what I'm doing and rewind it and play it again. So I'm just going to look now at the sixth example. Now, in this example, petrol, if you go to the definition of an expense, it's an outflow of benefits. Now, as you're consuming that petrol, it's an outflow of benefits from your organization. Hopefully, it's generating income, because that's what an expense is. It's actually designed to. It should be generating income. It's the point of spending money in a business. So, if you go back to our accounting equation worksheet, you can see expenses are under the main heading, equity. And then I further subcategorize my expense into petrol. Now, the other side of this entry is they paid cash, 250 Rand. So the elements that are involved here are in fact expenses and assets. And when I subcategorize it, I take it down to the asset being bank and the expense is petrol. Now if you go and have a look at our worksheet here, you can cheat and you can say that expenses have got debit balances. But actually, that's not the way to think about it. You should think about the effect on equity. Now equity normally has a credit balance, so how do you decrease a credit balance? With a debit. And that's why we debit the petrol expense. Now, what's happened to the bank? The bank has decreased. What is bank? Bank is an asset. An asset normally has a debit balance, therefore I will credit it. Now, we've dealt with an equity transaction. We've dealt with an income transaction. And we've dealt with an expense. The only other one that I can deal with here is the second one, which was a vehicle bought with a bank loan of 15,000 Rand. Let's quickly go and look at that. Vehicle with loan. Vehicle is the asset. The loan, the bank is the loan, is the liability. So my elements are liabilities and assets. When I subcategorize the asset, I take it down to vehicles. When I subcategorize the liability, I take it down to the loan with Everbank. So is the liability increasing or decreasing? It's increasing. Is my vehicle account increasing or decreasing? It's increasing. If an asset is increasing, I must debit it. And if a liability is increasing, I must credit it. After this section now, we'll actually go and have a look at the general ledger.